What's in our fucking...
That's the thing.
Because if we just talk about the election...
That's the thing. That's the thing, you guys. Okay, that's gonna be the episode title right there. It's like, not politics again.
Seriously.
So I feel you, and that's where we're gonna head with this, right? It's like, okay, so now it's Sunday, right?
It's not Sunday.
But okay, so yes, it's Wednesday, folks, and
Okay.
that's the dilemma we're running into, folks, here at Truthzilla. You know, we're just gonna be completely honest with you. We're sitting here brainstorming, trying to come up with an idea for a regular Sunday episode.
But we came up with really stupid ideas.
Yeah, and we tried to do like a time traveler from the future 2024 skit that turns to bombed, fell flat on its face. But
it's like Idiocracy. It's like we got stupider in the future.
yeah, maybe something like that. But it's like, we're sitting here literally the day after an election, and so we're trying. But see, that's the one thing about having like a 3-person show is like we have limited like constraints and when we can all get together and record episodes. And usually we got these awesome guests, which we just got done recording with Grimerica, which hope you guys like that episode. But now it's like, anything topical or anything relevant that you guys are like clicking on that you want to hear, anything we talk about today, by the time this hits your ears, it's like going to be completely irrelevant and lost. So we're like, okay. So
we need to take it back to child trafficking. That's what we need to do by next week.
Okay.
This political theater is becoming.
Yep.
It's run its course for a minute, and I think that we need to bring it back to some real issues affecting everybody and kind of what's going on behind the scenes. I think that that's been covered up. I have a girlfriend who had a Save the Children site on Facebook, which they said violated community standards, and so that's been taken down. So that is still the fight that we're all fighting.
Yep.
So we've been talking about doing
something
like Franklin Scandal, Finders Cult,
Finders
something, and I
Cult,
think
yeah.
that we need to
I
touch
totally
back on
agree.
that because
I've always
it'll take
wanted
us.
to dig deeper into these subjects and and tear them open. Anyways, I think we need to do. It's time for us to do another deep dive.
That's
right?
what I think.
It's
I
time
agree
for
with
us
you.
to buckle down. We've had so many amazing guests, and we're kind of burning ourselves out a little bit. I would have to say. So like
Maybe
this
we
is
should
gonna
take
be
like
short,
a small little few days off or something, and then hit it with like something heavy researched and.
Yeah.
I feel like that it's time for us to deliver something like that, like the three of us.
Yeah, agreed. Totally.
So we can have a guest too.
Yeah.
I know, but we can still have a guest.
No, we can have guests. Yeah. Let's see here. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, we got some stuff in the pipeline anyway, so we'll have those. But I think we do need a good 3-person deep dive. Is definitely. What's
definitely in order.
Yeah. So, But really, we're just here trying to touch base with you guys because we're going to have just this Sunday is just going to be a short little touch base with you. Not really an episode, but just say, hey, we love you, but we just put out so much content that we're in the election and we're just like burnt out a little bit.
We have to nurture our souls and feed our spirits and hang out with our kids and love each other for a minute before we
what's necessary.
Jump back into the.
I don't have any kids. I can go hard, dude. Let's do this thing.
Okay, well, me and Megan have kids.
Scott can do it. Yeah, so
Scott
Ed and I are going to
hard.
take some time off.
Yes. Yeah, we're going to take a little break.
I think that we should re-upload
nurture our
something
souls.
like we should do like David Icke, or we should do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Let's give him a little teaser. We'll give him a little teaser right now, dude. Maybe, right?
Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I'll just go into it. Fuck, dude. You got a few, or we do just, okay, fine.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
I'm like not
go
prepared to
into it.
discuss it.
No,
all right, we'll do
it.
a little something. We'll just throw a little something at you here. I'm looking at.
You know what else I want to do, you guys? Like as long as we're just talking about, and this can be what this is right now. Is let's talk about some of the things we want to get into. And I would encourage any of our listeners, if you have some ideas of things that you'd like to hear us talk about, send us messages.
Yeah, or guest suggestions. Like suggestions would be cool. Like if you know somebody, like that would be great.
But I've said it before, and like we got that one message about that book about Kazakhstan. What's the name of it? I can't remember the name of the city right now. Oh my God, it's killing me. But
starts with an A.
Yeah, Nemo. Thank you for that suggestion.
But I really want to get into that city. I really want to find. I feel like that. I've heard people talk about it, like a little bit, allude to it. I think I've heard Mel and Tim Pachot talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
But like I feel like that is. I don't know if center is the right word, but it has so much to do with this new world order and this UN agenda. Yeah. I feel like it's the picture of what they're doing. It's the like this is the
Wait,
new
what
world.
is it you're talking about?
The city in Kazakhstan.
The city in Kazakhstan with the big black pyramid and the sun on the
I don't know anything about it.
I know, and let's get into it.
Yeah.
Let's discover it. Let's get.
Yeah,
if you like, seriously, I'll just show you some YouTube videos of that place.
Okay.
You go like, this place is creepy as fuck.
Dark shit.
Yeah.
Like that is the dark center of the universe right now. Seriously.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I really want to do that one of these days. Just and I feel like it's going to take some real research because I've poked around here and there, but like, and you can certainly you can see a lot of it, but like they don't really. We're going to have to trace back and where this came from. You know, where did all this come from? Who are the characters involved putting this city together? That's what I want to know. So so that's one I would like to touch. What do you guys got? What else? I know child trafficking. We have to get,
we got
we have
Finder's
to get in more
Cult.
of
We
that.
got Franklin Scandal. I've got just an ongoing list here of topics that I'd love to do, like how latril, amygdalin, vitamin B17, all kind of the same class of. It actually has been known to cure cancer. So look into that. Apricot juice used to be illegal to use that type of treatment in the United States. It used to be illegal to use apricot seed juice in a medicinal form to cure cancer.
Isn't it still?
I think a lot of it is still heavily regulated.
Yeah.
Military industrial complex. Joe Louis versus the IRS. That's an interesting one. War hero Joe Louis. Went off to fight in World War II, came back and became world prize fighter, and because he donated money to. Is some like a veterans fund or something like that? Then pre-taxes, and then they came after him for taxes, and they just taxed him. Just the interest on his taxes made him a poor man to the day he died, dude. Like crazy, Bohemian Grove.
Oh man, I just saw one though too. I want to get into the geoengineering.
Yeah, weather
and the
manipulation.
Man.
Council and foreign
I just
relations.
watched that Franken Skies with by Matt
Franken
Landman,
Skies, yeah.
and it was so good, man.
Yep.
I really feel like we need to dive into that because and we talked with Kirkov about that a bit too. I feel like that is this other piece of like how they're poisoning all of us. It's the one you can't avoid. You can get your water that doesn't have the fluoride in it. You can fight against the vaccine movement, right? Well, so hopefully we're not going to be. They're not grabbing us and pulling out of our house and jamming the needles in our arms. But at this time you can still avoid that. But and you can eat all organic. You can. You have the ability to do these things, but you have to breathe in with the air around you.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, plus what they spray in the air lands on our crops.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. And it's definitely related to all these fires.
Yeah.
There's
Totally.
no doubt about that. So I think that there's a whole world out there, and there's been floods that have happened because of this. There's
Yep.
been like whole major like weather catastrophes that are. They consider them conspiracy theories, but if you look at them, it's like, dude, they were doing this and this happened.
Yeah, and
why is that a conspiracy theory?
Yeah, and John Brennan at the CIA, in front of the Council on Foreign Relations, mentioned that now they're using that technology, but they're calling it stratospheric aerosol injection. So they've taken the word chemtrail away, and now they call it SAI, and that's totally legitimate.
If you change the name, it's different.
It's
Scott.
different.
Come
It's
on.
different. And then also you
Science is settled.
go to YouTube and look up UAE, United Arab Emirates weather manipulation. They'll show you like videos of how they seed these clouds to create snowstorms in the desert, or not snowstorms, rainstorms in the desert. It's a trip. Did Hitler really commit suicide in 1945? There's a lot of
No.
speculation about that. Like there's this famous skull fragment that supposedly belonged to Hitler in a archives over in Russia, and they actually DNA tested it recently. And they found out that it belonged to a woman in her 40s. So, and Eva Braun, the woman, his wife, who supposedly died with him, did not die of a gunshot wound to the head. And so, a lot of speculation. There's a lot of declassified FBI CIA documents that show the mention of Hitler and show photos of Hitler from supposedly in the 1950s in South America. And a lot of first-hand accounts of his travels after World War II. The Afghanistan opium connection, about how the Taliban rose to power in the late 90s in Afghanistan and made the production of poppies illegal. So you could not do that, which was the number one opium
that
supply.
Kind of runs into the pharmaceutical scandal of opioids. Like I feel like that's one that we've hit the big pharma on so many angles, but that's a huge one, man. And they got caught for this one, right?
Yep.
Like they've actually been prosecuted for this one, and and we still are trusting them to put needles in our kids, right?
Yeah.
No,
they
we're
killed. Well, we're not. We're not. But we know that they killed. They were knowingly killed many people
Yeah.
with this and got away with it, right?
Yeah.
They got slapped some fines, but it was nowhere near the profits they made off of it. So,
Totally.
I think that's always a good one I'd like to get into.
Yeah,
you know?
so just coincidence theorists out there, July 2000, Taliban leader made opium illegal, poppy production illegal, and then literally a year and a month, 13 months later, 14 months later, we were at war and boots on the ground in Afghanistan. And now today it supplies 90% of the world's opium. So there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. What else we got? We got obviously WikiLeaks, Jeffrey Epstein, Georgia Guidestones, Order of the Skull and Bones,
Okay,
Rampart
slow
scandal.
down, Scott. Slow down.
The Rampart scandal is a great one. If you guys look into the Rampart scandal, well, not a great one. It's horrible, tragic. Back in the 90s, there's these renegade drug and gang enforcement, plainclothes detectives who kind of became the people that they were trying to catch, essentially. And there's a lot of interesting things. Like one of the cops robbed a bank, went up on charges of that, and a lot of people think that money that he got in that bank robbery was used to pay the hitman that killed Biggie Smalls back in the day too. So this is deep gangster shit, dude. They did private security for Death Row Records and a lot of people, and it seems but that's the funny thing too is it's just rampant. 58 officers questioned. Turns out that only a few ended up doing any sort of prison time, and then a few of them were not only acquitted, but then went on to sue the LAPD and were awarded $5 million each. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Okay, I have another one I'm thinking of here too,
Yeah.
off the top of my head, right off this list. So.
Yeah.
But I would like to, we've went over this in another episode, but I'd really like to dig deep into the social credit system in China.
Yeah. So we
I would like
did
to
touch on it.
to get in there and see the inner workings, because we know this shit's planning on rolling out here in the rest of the world, right?
Yeah.
I want to know how devious and evil this thing is and what it looks like on a
What
practical
are the
day-to-day
chances of
life.
talking to a Chinese citizen?
That'd be interesting. Yeah, I would love to get somebody's firsthand
in one of
perspective.
these provinces where they
Yeah.
actually have this in full rollout.
Yeah.
I would love
They're
to get into
probably
that.
not able to.
Yeah, they're probably not.
I bet not.
Their social credit score would go down to
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
against the social credit system.
That's
Yeah,
true.
totally.
That's the reality. So, but I do think that that would be something I'd be interested in.
Totally. So we got a whole list, dude. I've got hundreds of stuff, and we're gonna get to it all, folks. So just stick around. The Eglin Blast Effect study. That's another really good one you guys should look into. So. Yep.
So, anyways, guys, we're kind of just gonna take a little bit of a hiatus week because we've been rolling out so much content, and I hope you all like it. I know we've really enjoyed all the amazing guests we've had recently.
crazy.
We've had just incredible person after person after person, and it's been exciting and fun. But I think that we're all in. Yeah, I mean, we've been being traumatized for 8 months, but this new political trauma has it's
Pulling the
it
scab off the
deserves-
wound that we started to
yeah.
accept.
Yeah, it deserves a little bit of nurturing to our own
does.
selves right now and our families, and so we love you all.
We do.
We'll be back next week, though. You know.
Yeah, we will. So,
Yeah.
Megan,
We'll be back next week. Everybody, thank you for your understanding. Thank you for supporting us. Please catch up and listen to any episodes that you might have missed. We've let 5 go.
In the last 5 days?
Was it?
Yeah, it was
I thought it was the last 10.
I guess
total.
okay. Yeah,
we skipped a
yeah.
day in between
Maybe
a couple.
1 or 2 days.
So
Yeah, we've
within
been
just over a
dropping-
week, we've let
dropping.
5 episodes go, and we've had Francis Richard Connolly. We had
Kirchhoff.
Chris Kirchhoff. Please catch that.
Yeah,
we had Tom DeWeese
Tasha-
not too long ago.
Tasha and Yancey.
Tasha and Yancey.
Howling
We
special.
had Jared Tier. Who did you just say?
Grammarica. Well, I was just saying
Grammarica.
that. Grammarica, dude.
Yeah.
What
And
the
Grammarica,
hell?
yeah. So
Union
you
of the
guys-
Unwanted.
So, anyways, there's a few for you guys to
Robert
catch
Griffin.
up on while we catch our breath and try to nurture ourselves and our families for a minute. But we will be back with you shortly. And until then, I am Megan, sitting here with my dear friends Scott and Ed, and we wish all of you intellectual prosperity. Good night.
Bam.